So I started working at my job in August, and my coworker, she started working at this job in October, and we're gonna call her Jane. So at my job, when you come in, you gotta count. I work day shift and she work night shift. And when you count, you gotta make sure all the inventory is there, and you gotta make sure ain't nothing damaged and everything is straight. So when Jane came in, I don't remember if she was still training or was she out of training. I really don't know. But the person over me was like, "Hey, can you count for Jane?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I don't mind helping out my coworkers." I think I counted for her like 2 or 3 times. I don't know. But then it was just one night the person over me, she asked me, she was like, "Hey, can you count for her?" And I was just like, "No. It's the end of our 12-hour shift. I'm tired. I don't feel like thinking no more. It's time for sis to count." So I handed Jane the clipboard and she was like, "I am new." Baby, you signed up for this. You got to learn this one way or the other. Okay? So she grabs the clipboard, and like I said, we got to make sure that the inventory isn't missing, damaged, and the inventory is straight. We got to take our time and do this one by one. Sis get the clipboard and she not count, not write nothing down. She just did a walkthrough. I said, okay, I see what type of time she could be on. So after that day, she stopped speaking to me. Before that, we really wasn't like just holding conversation, but we'll at least be cordial to one another. And I'm like, oh my damn. The world finna end because Jane stopped talking to me. Oh my God. Let me prepare myself. So between October and December, sis ain't uttered a word to me. She could be in a group of the night shift workers, and I'll be like, "Hey, how y'all doing?" And I have a conversation with my night shift workers, and she just sitting there quiet with her arms folded, pissed that I'm even talking. Mind you, I used to come in on my off days and help the night shift workers. So the night shift workers, they fuck with me. They already know what type of time I'm on. So January get here and I moved to a completely different area. So 2 weeks ago, I see Jane and two of my coworkers in the lobby where you clock in and out at as I'm getting off work. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, it must have been a lot of people to call out in my area, because when too many people call out, you have to pull other people from other areas to help. And when I saw her, I was like, damn, they must be short over here to see somebody else in this area. So like I tell all my night shift workers, I always say, I hope y'all have a good night. And the two male co-workers, they spoke to me. And they were just like, be drive safe, yada yada. Sis still ain't said nothing to me. And as I'm clocking out, I'm like, damn, the world still ain't ended. You still on this type of time. It's a new year. I ain't seen you in like 3 months, sis. You still on this? Now mind you, up until this point, I ain't said nothing to nobody about what type of time she be on. I ain't even confronted her about what type of time she be on, because it's more of a her problem and not a me problem. So the other night, my coworker, they was like, this Jane person don't want to work. I said, no. What? Why you say that? And they started breaking down like she telling the supervisors what she want to work it and don't want to work it, and she trying to play dumb, saying, I don't know how to do this. And like I said, I ain't told a soul. I ain't told nobody what type of time she be on. No, I didn't utter a word to nobody. So for my coworker to up and tell me that Jane don't want to work, spilling all the tea about her, I'm like, I love when things come back around full circle. Cause in your heart of hearts, you ain't did nothing to nobody. You know it's more about that person than what you got going on. You know what I'm talking about? I said all this to say, bro, you can't trip on what other people got going on, cause it ain't got nothing to do with you. Everything is about them. You cannot trip. You can't utter a word. You just gotta let stuff play out. And it be so weird the way things come back around. Now the whole staff know you don't like to work in both areas. Wild.